What's up guys, welcome to the video. UFC 283 is this weekend, so you know what time it is, it's picks time. I'm only going to be doing the main card today, but yeah, I got lots of opinions and one of them's a bit controversial, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I've got a few locks of the card here, so stay tuned and let's get right into this. So first of all, Paul Craig versus Johnny Walker. Well, in my opinion, I was going to say Paul Craig, but the fact that this is in Brazil and Johnny's coming off a win, I think he is probably going to win this fight by TKO, maybe in the second round or the third round. Paul Craig, as good as he's on the ground, he's very one-dimensional. He doesn't have any stand-up really at all. He has nothing for Johnny Walker on the feet. Even though Johnny Walker has no chin, I still don't think he's going to get knocked out. I think there's like a 10% chance of it happening. But he could easily submit him, to be honest. If Johnny Walker, it really depends on how Johnny Walker takes the fight. It's in Brazil, his home nation. He's going to be amped up and ready to fight. But it depends. If he's going to be amped up and ready in an angry way, I think he's probably going to win. But if he wants to entertain the crowd, it's going to be his downfall. Because he's going to try and wrestle with Paul Craig, and it's going to go really wrong. He's going to get submitted, probably in like an arm bar, a triangle. I can just see it happening in my mind. Johnny Walker, he doesn't have the best fight IQ in the world either, but hopefully if he sticks to his striking game plan, he'll be fine. Paul Craig doesn't really even wrestle, to be honest. He's just so one-dimensional. Only has jiu-jitsu, just pulls bottom guard, and he is fun to watch though. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Johnny Walker TKO in the second or third round. I don't think he'll get it done in one, because I think Paul Craig's submission threat, even when knocked down, is still really good, as we've seen in a few of his fights. Obviously he got that last second sub against Ankalaev, which was really impressive, and that win has aged really, really well considering how good Ankalaev is now. But yeah, so could Paul Craig win? Yeah, but only by submission. He's not getting a TKO and he's not getting a decision. There's no way he wins 3 rounds against Johnny Walker. He'll be losing the entire fight and then he'll pull off a sub if he is going to win, but I don't think it's going to happen. Johnny Walker, he's going to be amped, ready to fight in Brazil, and it's a W for him. Moving on, we've got Jessica Andrade versus Lauren Murphy. Well, let's be honest, Lauren Murphy is terrible at fighting. She's bad. Jessica Andrade is going to wipe the floor with her, I think. I think this is an easy fight for her. Lauren Murphy is nearly 40, which for a woman fighter, that is very old. They normally retire in like their mid-30s. She's got all the disadvantages going into this. I know she's coming off a win, but I still think she's going to lose. Jessica Andrade is better. She's got really good striking. She's a decent wrestler. And Lauren Murphy, even though she's a wrestler, her wrestling isn't actually that good. The people she's beating, they're not top level, and when she does go against the top level people, they have good enough takedown defense. So I think Jessica will be fine and she'll get this one done easily enough. She's probably going to get a knockout, to be honest. I'd say like a third round knockout, maybe a second round knockout. Lauren Murphy, she took a lot of damage in her Shevchenko fight, and Jessica Andrade is powerful too. So also Brazilian, gives her an advantage. Home crowd, she's going to be armed, ready to go. She's not going to want to give up in front of her fans. Like, if she's in bottom position, instead of, thinking, oh, whatever, I'll just lay here for a while, she's going to want to get back up and fight Lauren Murphy, because she's going to want to get a finish and an exciting fight in front of her home crowd. So, yeah, back her for a TKO or a decision win. And, yeah, I think this is pretty much one of the locks of the card, really. Really can't see Lauren Murphy winning this. She has no stand-up power or threat at all, and she should retire after taking this out, to be honest. 40 years old. Right, anyway, moving on up the card. Gilbert Burns versus Neil Magny. Lock of the card, Gilbert Burns is going to win, trust me. Neil Magny is absolutely terrible. I don't know how he's ranked. He's probably the most overrated fighter in the welterweight division. He just lost to Shavkat, but he's got a win back against Daniel Rodriguez. But let's be honest, Daniel Rodriguez is terrible as well. He has no wrestling game, so anyone could do that to D-Rod. But yeah, Gilbert Burns, good chin, good cardio. He's lost to Jamahal. That's not an embarrassing loss at all. Jamahal, he's top 3 for a reason in welterweight, and he actually made Jamahal look really, really human in that fight, which is rare because no one else has managed to do it. So yeah, I'm taking Gilbert here. He's probably going to get this one done by TKO, to be honest. Like, Neil Magny is bad, and Gilbert has hands. He's ready to go. He's just going to walk him down, I think. yeah, Neil Magny, he's not in the game anymore. They're both quite old, but Gilbert Burns, for his age, he's got really good cardio. And yeah, I just think he wants it more, to be honest, at this point in his career. You know, if he wins this fight, he can probably fight another top ranked contender for, you know, a big fight. Because Gilbert's, you know, he's probably only got a few fights left. And Neil Magny, I don't know how much he wants it, to be honest, but he's coming into enemy territory here. And it's going to be a bad night for Neil Magny. It's my lock of the card. I think he's going to get TKO within 2 rounds, let's just say. You know, he's not making it out, I don't think. Gilbert's going to bring the power. He's got powerful hands, to be fair. Doesn't really have a kicking game, but it'll be fine because it's Neil Magny and he's terrible. Anyway, moving on. Deiveison Figuerdo versus Brandon Moreno. The quadrilogy. Oh my god, they're fighting again. I can't believe it. If this is a draw, it's actually a joke because then they're going to have to fight 5 times. And no one's going to watch that, to be honest. Anyway, who am I going with? I'm going with Brandon Moreno. I think he has the better chance of winning, to be honest. He's younger, he's faster, and when he won the last fight, really, except the fact that in the rounds he was gonna be winning, he'd get dropped or like make a mistake, and it would lead to him losing the round because he'd just get hit by the big power of Deiveison. But I don't think that's gonna happen again. You know, he's still improving. He's only 29, very young champion when he was, and you know, 35. It doesn't sound that old, but in the flyweight division, that's old. Because you got to remember, flyweights, they lose their primes quicker than other divisions. So like heavyweights, you know you're getting 38-year-olds fighting the top guys and still doing well. And even in light heavyweight, you've got Glover who's 43, you know, and he's still doing well. But in flyweight, 35, you're basically at the end of your career. You know, I think you're past your prime, to be honest. I think a flyweight's prime is their very late 20s to their early 30s, and Deiveison doesn't fit into that bracket anymore. So yeah, I think he's going to get handed a loss here. Brandon Moreno, if I was, you know, if he's going to use the fight IQ, go and take him down. Just try and gas him out, you know. Brandon's got insane cardio, and he's got a really underrated kicking game against Kai France. Them body kicks were lethal, so I know he was kicking to the legs last time, but he should mix up to the body too, just to get Deiveison thinking, and he can, you know, land a few more head strikes, maybe go for some head kicks too. But yeah, I know it is home territory for Deiveison, but to be honest, I still think Brandon's going to be fine. You know, he's got really charismatic energy, and I don't think it will get to him that much. You know, he seems pretty unfazed by stuff like that, and these guys seem to be on good terms, but Deiveison might switch that up because he's in Brazil and he wants to, you know, seem intimidating for the fans, and he's the champion now. But yeah, I mean, you know, they're both on these exact same odds, but I am going to be going with Brandon Moreno for this fight, and I think I'm going to say he wins a decision. You know, I don't know if I can see a finish. If there is a finish, it'll probably be like a round 4 submission, because Brandon's gas tank is so good, and you know, with Deiveison coming to the end of his career, 35, like I said, old for a flyweight, cardio's going to be going downhill, and also he does an insane weight cut. I don't know how he makes flyweight, so that's going to affect him too. It's going to make his chin weak, and the older you get, the worse the weight cuts get, and he's old now. So yeah, I'm going to be going with Brandon Moreno decision, but there is a small chance, I'd say, for a late round submission. But yeah, anyway, moving on, the main event of the evening, the light heavyweight title fight, Glover Teixeira versus Jamahal. And honestly, I can't believe Jamahal is the favourite in this fight. I don't know how he is. Obviously, I know Glover got beaten in his last fight, but let's be honest, he was winning that fight. I didn't think he was going to win. I thought he was going to get knocked out in like round 2, but he did better than I thought. He showed, you know, he wound back the clock. He fights like a 35-year-old, not a 43-year-old. He just doesn't age for some reason. But yeah, I think Glover's got this one as well, to be honest. Because, I mean, if you look at Jamahal, he's a decent striker, right? He's got power, but let's be honest, he's not actually beating anyone amazing, right? Thiago Santos, he's past his prime, he's done. And it took him multiple rounds. I think it was either the 4th or the 5th round to finish, like an injury-ridden Thiago Santos. He beats Johnny Walker, right? Okay, that was in the 1st or the 2nd round. But Johnny Walker has notorious chin issues, and it was just a well-placed punch, you know. But those guys are not on Teixeira's level. And then also Teixeira has a good chin. I know he's taken a lot of damage in his last fight, so that might affect him. But honestly, I don't think it'll be a problem because Glover's going to shoot in the first round. And I tell you what, when Glover shoots, he's getting the takedown. Because Jamahal, his biggest weakness is he has absolutely no takedown defense. Every time I watch him, he gets taken down at will. It's actually a joke how bad his takedown defense is. And honestly, when you're going up against Glover, if you're getting taken down by unranked light heavyweights, there's no way Glover isn't going to be able to take you down. And when Glover takes you down, it's different because you're not getting back up. Like when Thiago Santos took you down, you're not getting back up. That's not happening. Glover's going to put you in uncomfortable positions. He's got amazing jiu-jitsu and he's going to get the finish. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a short night. I'm going for round 2 submission, Glover Teixeira by rear naked choke. He's going to flatten out Jamahal after giving him some head strikes from back mount or full mount, and he's going to give up the back, give up the neck, and that's going to be a short night in Brazil. The crowd's going to go crazy because he's Brazilian. And yeah, I do think Glover's going to win this. I can't believe he's the underdog. But yeah, I'm pretty certain in this pick as well. But yeah, that's it for the UFC 283 main card. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm going to link some of my other videos down below, so just click on them. Remember to subscribe, leave a comment and tell me your predictions for how the fights are going to go down this weekend. And to be honest, I'm looking forward to it. It's not the best card in the world, but I'm sure it'll still be good. But thanks for watching. See ya.